You redshirted last? You were able to redshirt.
Yeah.
Was that? Did you feel like that was something you wanted to have happen, so you had an extra year?
I felt like it would just help me down the road. I felt like the rotation, and then it was just me trying to learn from Easton. I felt like that's what I really was trying to do, and then just being able to like really take the year and just really just like sit back and be like, oh, okay, this is how it's supposed to be done. And then when the time comes, I'm ready to do it.
So you got the chance to play in a bowl game and in significant time. What did you learn from that experience?
I learned. I mean, it's really about the preparation. I mean, during practice, it was like everything was kind of going really fast, but once we got out there, it was really slow. I knew what was going to happen. I didn't really like have any second guesses behind any decisions that I was making. And then, just watching the film, going over it.
So they often say you're supposed to prepare to be a starter, whether you are or not. But did you find that you were preparing a little bit more, knowing you were going to start?
Yeah, I felt like obviously, I mean, you need to prepare going into any week, but for sure, knowing that I was going to be the starting linebacker, I needed to like do a little extra. And then whether that was just meeting with me and Melvin, just talking through things just over text, or me going to Coach Bray asking like, okay, when this happens, what do you think I should do? And then asking former teammates. I talked to Kyrie, I talked to Omar, talked to Easton just about like what were you doing to like be able to prepare for those different situations.
How would you've seen some of the Oregon State inside linebackers that played in the last few years. Is there one in particular that you think you play similar? Avery or Kyrie or I don't know, Melvin even. I don't know.
That's a good question. I would say I don't know like exactly. I would say it's kind of, I don't know, I just feel like all of us as linebackers have like our own little style. I feel like collectively Avery, Omar, Kyrie, Easton, everybody, they just like, I just felt like it was their like want to just be a great linebacker that made me want to be like, okay, that's what I need to do too. But I just feel like I play a little different from them. They're a little more, I mean, obviously Easton's a little smaller, and I feel like I'm a little longer than him. I feel like I'm pretty good in coverage, so yeah.
You had 166 tackles in one of your high school seasons, so obviously got a nose for the ball. Where did that come from?
It really came from, I didn't start playing linebacker until my junior year, and then I think that season I had like 111. It was really just like I just wanted to prove to everybody that I play linebacker. It wasn't really like any second guessing. And then, I mean, it was just, I just feel like I was just playing football. It wasn't really like I was counting the numbers. It was just something that was happening.
When you got done with the bowl game and kind of looked back at your season, what did you feel like you needed to work on between January and spring practice?
Obviously getting my body bigger for the season, because obviously, I mean, I wasn't as heavy as I am right now during last season or during the bowl game. And then just becoming confident in myself and the playbook. I feel like that was really the two things that was kind of making me kind of hesitate and like sometimes. But right now I feel like I'm more confident than I've been.
How much bigger are you?
I'm probably like 225 right now. I think during the bowl game I was maybe like 218. 225.
225.
Yeah.
And stronger. What I mean, in the weight room, do you feel like you can throw a lot more weight?
Yeah, I feel like I can lift the world.
How do you? You're. I mean, more than likely, it's going to be you and Melvin out there. How do you mesh with him?
Yeah, me. That's like my brother. I mean, I'm hanging out with him all the time. I mean, we're joking all the time. We've had good chemistry since I was a recruit coming here, and then once I got here, it was like I already knew him.
Yeah.
As far as you said, you talked to some former teammates. Did you ask them any advice about how to get the most out of spring practice? These, certain amount of practices you have over the next couple of weeks. What are you trying to do to get the most out of this?
One thing that remember that Kyrie told me, he just told me you have goals and don't get distracted. That was one of the things I was like, okay, let me just make sure I'm doing what I need to do to get where I want to be at the end of the season. So during the spring, I just really want to like solidify myself as being a linebacker and just being confident in myself.
This defense lost a lot of guys, whether they left or went to the NFL or whatnot. Why are you guys confident there's not going to be any drop off, or how do you feel about how you can perform a year from now, given the lack of experience?
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, obviously I don't have the most experience, and Melvin, he played a little bit during the season, But honestly, I don't feel like there's going to be any drop off. The guys that they brought in, they knew they were going to be able to fill in those positions that were either lost in the NFL or the transfer portal. But I just feel like with anything, it's going to take time. Right now, this is what spring is for, and summer and then fall camp, and we're going to be ready for the season.
Are we going to see you in NCAA 25?
Yeah, you will.
Are the guys excited?
Yeah, that's all everybody's been talking about what their overall is going to be, stuff like that.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right,